What's up, guys? Today's video is gonna be, I don't want to label it as my fitness journey because I feel like that's just the most basic name ever, but that's basically what it is. I was trying to steer clear of the workout stuff on my channel, but someone did ask me if I would film it, so the people get what they want. I guess my fitness journey kind of started in high school. I joined the weightlifting team my sophomore year and I wasn't very good, but I had a lot of mentors on the team who were super good. Basically from there I fell in love with weightlifting. I got pretty strong pretty fast, and then junior year I ended up going to state and placing 7th. I tied for 6th, but I got 7th based on my body weight. Senior year I went to state again and had a horrible meet. I talked about it a little bit in my Q&A with Will. Prior to that I had like no athletic ability. All of my best friends, Kenzie, Ebony, and Gracie, played volleyball and they were like superstar stud volleyball players, and then there was me. I was just not that good, so I quit. I knew I wasn't gonna make the team, and to this day I still know I would not have made the team, so I didn't even need to try out. From weightlifting, I had to cut a lot of weight because I was in the 119 weight class and I'm 5'6". I was like 5'6" in high school too, so I was just like way too tall compared to the other girls. I should have been in a weight class higher, but there was not enough time for me to gain enough strength to even be competitive in the 129 weight class. So every week I would completely starve myself and cut weight to make my weight class. Every single week, instead of dieting throughout semester, I would basically just eat like 500 to 800 calories probably per day. Clearly is not enough, especially if you're working out as much as I was at that time. I was really not doing well. From my weightlifting in high school, I moved to UCF and I joined a weightlifting team here. And I moved up weight classes here and gained a lot of strength and stopped starving myself basically, but I was never starving myself because I cared about the way I looked. It was really just for my competitiveness in weightlifting. Once I started weightlifting here, I kind of stopped caring about how much I weighed and started eating whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. I gained a lot of weight my freshman and sophomore year. A lot of it was muscle, but you know, I still gained it. And then I got really super burnt out because I was restricting myself and cutting weight so much in high school. I think my body was like in starvation mode, so everything that I was eating, I was just like grasping onto. And that was great when I was competing because I needed that food for fuel to like feed my muscles. Then once I stopped weightlifting, I just got really, like I said, I got super burnt out. It was just not for me anymore. I didn't love it like I used to. It became like I felt like I had to be there every practice. Like it wasn't fun anymore. I was missing out on other parts of my life because I was so busy with weightlifting. It was just a lot and my commitment wasn't there anymore for it. My eating habits my whole life have been horrible. I've always been like super into chicken nuggets and stuff like that, and just McDonald's and whatever other kind of trash food there is. Like I enjoyed it and would eat it like crazy. Once I got to college and it was easier for me to put on weight because I wasn't lifting as much as I had done in high school, I would tell myself, okay, you're starting this diet today. You're not allowed to eat any more pasta. Also, I wasn't a good cook my freshman and sophomore year. I didn't even know how to make chicken or anything like that. It was really difficult for me to figure out how to cook or what to cook or what's good food to eat because I had never really eaten anything healthy basically my whole life. After I stopped weightlifting and my weight was just kind of there, I didn't really care. I still worked out, but it wasn't how it used to be. It was really intense workouts before that would literally kill me. I think that's when like I started binging because I was restricting myself so much, and then I'd eat like next to nothing all day because I wasn't interested in eating the healthy food that I had. So I would just not eat, and then at night I would eat everything. I mean, like I couldn't stop myself. I would just eat and eat and eat. That point was when I started to like actually put on weight that like wasn't healthy weight. It was just from me eating just the worst possible food ever, not really being able to control it. It was just an every night thing. I couldn't stop. My whole life I'd been super skinny, and then I got into weightlifting and my skinniness just turned into muscle, and then all of a sudden it was like I was so strong and here's all this extra pudginess that I had never had before, literally my entire life. But once I came to college, it was like all these good foods are so close by and so accessible, and it's so much easier than cooking, especially when you're in an apartment with a really small kitchen. It was just not easy for me to do. I realized that I had an issue. I didn't even think anything of it for a while until probably a year or two ago when I started realizing that binge eating is an actual condition and that it's really unhealthy for you. I'm not sure who the first Instagrammer that talked about binge eating was. For some reason, I want to say it was Emily Duncan, but I don't think that's right. Somebody was talking about this book, Intuitive Eating. To be honest, I haven't even read the whole thing. This completely changed the way that I thought about food and the way that I thought about eating and dieting. Intuitive eating is not a diet. It's basically a complete lifestyle change, and it takes time because it's everything that you think when you think of like eating healthy and dieting and whatever fads you do completely erased from your memory, and you can't tell yourself that you're restricting yourself, because it's not. You're not restricting. You're eating when you're hungry, and you're eating what you want when you're hungry, and that's the gist of it. I would completely recommend this book for anybody who's trying to make a change like in their lifestyle, but it's not something that you just do a little bit. To be completely in tune with yourself definitely is a switch from normal dieting, and if you're looking for a quick change, intuitive eating is not it, but it's going to change the way that you eat completely. And I think long term it's extremely sustainable. Honestly makes the most sense in terms of taking care of your body. I do have a few tips and tricks, if you will, for eating healthy. I would suggest getting an air fryer to absolutely anybody, whether you care about healthy eating or you don't. The air fryer is the best kitchen appliance that I own. It is a little bit expensive. I'd say you can probably find a good one for like 80 bucks. I have the Power Air Fry XL. It's actually Will's, but he let me borrow it because mine broke. I'm obsessed with it. I cook chicken in it, french fries, hash browns in there, little like patties, chicken sausage, anything. The air fryer is the best kitchen appliance. I highly recommend it to anybody, and it requires a lot less oil than regular frying, and it's a lot quicker. All you need to do is marinate your chicken the night before, put it in the air fryer for 15 minutes at 365, 360, 370, somewhere around there. Pop it in there for 15 minutes, you take it out, super juicy, the juiciest chicken ever. Another thing that I really like to do is buy my meats from Lucky's Market. If you guys don't have a Lucky's Market, I'm sure Publix or maybe Winn-Dixie, I don't really know. I really only shop at Publix and Lucky's. They have pre-marinated pieces of chicken, they have beef, they have ribs, they have so much stuff, and it's all marinated already. What I like to do is go to the store and get 2, maybe 3 chicken thighs, and it's in like this really nice marinade, and I'll tell them, hey, I want 3 chicken thighs of this one. They'll put it in a bag, weigh it. I got 2 the other day, and I think it was like $4 for 2 chicken thighs. You just pop them in the air fryer and they're all done in 15 minutes. That is like my biggest hack. This is actually a trick that Sylvia taught me. I'll make rice with chicken broth and it gives it a lot of flavor, and then I'll either just saute some peppers and onions or asparagus or just like something on the side. You could cut up little pieces of potatoes. The little red potatoes are super good, and they're small, so one size is plenty of potatoes. Another way that I kind of like to think about like eating healthy and stuff is in really simple, smaller ways. Say I'm running super late in the morning and I need to go grab something for breakfast. I will go to Dunkin' Donuts, and instead of getting a sausage, egg, and cheese bagel, I will get like a wake up wrap with turkey sausage, no cheese, and egg. You could get egg whites, anything that you want. Dunkin' will personalize your like meal for you with anything that they have on their menu. Their turkey sausage is super good. I actually prefer turkey sausage. In one of my other videos, I talked about my chicken and maple breakfast sausage from Applegate. That is like my go-to. I eat it every single morning. One of the easiest ways, this probably sounds super stupid, but like only eat when you're hungry. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I have to eat now, like I'm full, but I need to eat now so that I don't eat in an hour, because in an hour I'm gonna be doing this and I'm not gonna have time to eat. Don't think like that, because honestly, what is so difficult about bringing a lunch somewhere or bringing a snack somewhere? This is like the hardest tips and tricks thing on here, because everything else is like little things. It's really difficult to tell when you're actually hungry and when you're just bored. If you really think like, okay, does my stomach, is it telling me that I need food, or am I telling myself that it's time for me to eat because it's 6 o'clock? Maybe wait another hour. Your body is sending you a signal that you're hungry because your body needs nutrients and you need to feed it. If it's midnight and you're like, I'm not really hungry but I'm bored, so I'm gonna go eat some potato chips. Okay, don't do that. If your body is telling you that you're hungry, it's sending you signals, listen to your body, you need to eat. Counting macros is not for me. It's a bit too restrictive for me. I'm sure if you binge eat, this is also too restrictive for you because you're still restricting what you're eating and how much you're eating. But it is a good way to keep in mind what calories you're eating and how much your food actually has, like macro wise, in it, because a lot of people aren't aware of what kind of foods they're eating. Little things like dressings and oil, all that stuff adds up, and I never have counted my macros including that stuff because I've never really felt like I use enough dressing or enough condiments that I need to keep track. But if you're one of those people who loads up on ranch on your salad, keep track of that, because those add up so fast you don't even realize, because it's just natural to put dressings on. I also used to be super hard on myself about going to the gym, make myself feel super guilty about it and have revenge on myself by being like, you can't eat this tomorrow because you didn't go to the gym. That's also not healthy. That's not a healthy way of thinking. Makes you feel really bad about yourself, and that's the last thing that you want to do. You're feeling sad about yourself, you don't want to go to the gym. You want to lay in your bed and eat food. You need to stop making yourself feel bad about the decisions that you make. If you are committed to going to the gym, you're gonna go and you're gonna feel good after. If you're forcing yourself to go, you're gonna go and be like, I had a horrible time. I don't wanna go tomorrow either because that was just not good. I'm a victim. I do that to myself all the time, like very frequently, and it's horrible and a really bad mindset to get yourself into. There are a million ways to work out. If lifting weights isn't for you, don't lift weights. If cycling is your thing, go find a cycle place and go cycle every single day. Rollerblade outside, go for a hike. There's literally so many options. You don't have to lift weights, you don't have to run on a treadmill, you don't have to run outside. Anything, stretching, yoga, whatever it takes. Try not to overwhelm yourself in the very beginning. As far as my workout regimen goes, I really don't have anything strict. I did buy one workout plan. I'm not even gonna talk about it because I wouldn't recommend it because I didn't stick to it. It wasn't for me, it wasn't something that I enjoyed. So I stopped doing that. What I do try to do though is go to the gym and have fun, depending on what muscle group I'm feeling like working out. I keep everything saved on my Instagram and I have it labeled by days. So I have like a chest day, tri day, bi day, back day, ab day, cardio, HIIT, and I just link everything from Instagram, from all the fitness people that I follow, into each folder. When I'm feeling like hitting shoulders, I'll go through and find exercises or workouts that they've already posted and take from that. I'll either steal things from them that they put and piece together my own workout for the day, or I'll just follow the one that they posted. I do sometimes write my workouts ahead of time, which I would recommend that because then you have a vision going into the gym. You can prepare yourself for what you're gonna do. But some days I just don't feel like doing that and I just feel like showing up and doing whatever. I have been incorporating leg day every day instead of having one day devoted to legs. I have a really bad back. I have for years, probably like 5 or 6 years now, and any heavy weight on my back is extremely painful for me, and it's just not something that I'm willing to put myself through anymore. I rarely ever squat. I know people are probably like, you fake. No, I'm not. I'm injured, and that's the difference. I will link some Instagram accounts that I recommend you guys follow in my box down below because I don't have enough battery to talk about them all. The last thing that I want to say is getting fit, working out, building a routine takes time. Do not force yourself to do anything that you don't want to do. Yes, have motivation and push yourself, but once you start making it like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, it becomes really not fun anymore and you're gonna hate yourself for it. That's how I felt. Maybe that's not you and I'm just talking a lot of stuff, but thank you guys for watching my video today. If you guys want to see anything else related to working out, please let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you in the next one.